Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southern Area High School 2024 Athletics Signing Day. Thank you all for coming and attending and celebrating our student athletes. Before we get started, I do want to acknowledge my teammate Shannon Nace. She's back here working hard as always. Let's give her a round of applause. She does a great job of putting this day together, but also putting every day in Southern Athletics together with buses and officials and everything, the machine that goes behind athletics. I want to thank our district administration, our building administration for valuing athletics and understanding that it's an important part of the educational process. As an athletic director, I feel very blessed to work here because I think that it's valued and they place an emphasis on it. I want to take a time to acknowledge our parents and any family members that are here today that have been part of this process and part of this journey. Most of you have heard me say this before, but behind every tired parent and exhausted parent behind every tired athlete is a tired parent. I think that when these student athletes are succeeding and excelling and winning championships and getting first team all conference, you guys feel really great and it's a really good feeling. But when your student athlete is failing and they're hurting, you feel that as well. So that emotional investment that you guys have put into the journey of your student athlete over the course of the last 4 years and really 14 years, I want to thank you for that, and I want to acknowledge that you guys have been a big piece of it. It's awesome to think about your role in high school athletics, but also I do want to take time to think about like all the club sports that they played, for the Strikers or the Hartleysville Eagles or the Braves, all those different youth organizations that you guys drove them all over the place to provide that experience and allow them to enhance their skills to get to a point where they can actually play at the next level. So student athletes, why don't we give the parents 2 claps, please? Let's get it better. 2 claps. There we go. And for the student athletes, I want to take time to acknowledge you guys. You guys are incredible. It's an awesome class that's accomplished a lot, both on the athletic fields, but also in the classroom, in the community. You guys have been a pillar of Southern athletics, and I'm so thankful and grateful for your contributions. I think it's really, we always think about, what they do in our building, from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, when they're practicing with our team. But I think it's important to acknowledge today the unrequired work and the unseen hours. I often tell our student athletes and I tell our coaches that teams get better at practice and individuals get better on their own. Everyone that's sitting up here, obviously put in the work from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, the 2 hours a day, but they put so much more into their craft when nobody was watching. They put so much more that was unrequired of them, whether that was in the weight room or in the pool, before school, after school, with trainers and coaches and doing stuff on their own. If you want to get better at anything, you have to love the process by yourself. The individuals that are sitting up here love the process by themselves, and now they're able to experience the fruits of their labor by playing at the next level, which the majority of student athletes at the high school, don't get to do. So parents, family members, coaches, let's give these student athletes 2 claps. What we're going to do here, the process, some of you were at our 10 o'clock acknowledgement of our student athletes, but we're going to ask them a couple questions. They're going to answer the questions, and then we will have time. We'll take a group shot, and then we'll go through each sport where family members and coaches can come up and take those photos. I also want to take time to thank Mary Jane Souter from Suburban One Sports, who does a great job of covering our sports and covering our student athletes. If we could give her 2 claps, please. So what we want to do is we want to take a group photo. Everyone's going to pick up their pens. This will be the longest signature of your life. We're going to hold that so the parents and everybody can get a photo of your student athlete signing as a whole class. Sign with face up. Okay, I told him face down. All right, face up. I don't know who signs with their face up. All right. I'm just kidding. I got you. Now, everybody put your face up and still look like you're signing for your parents. That's a really good call. I never thought of that. So you should look out to the crowd. Here we go. All right. Okay, for the first question, what you guys are going to do is you're going to state your name, your school that you're attending, your sport, and your intended major.
My name's Nathan Woodbury, and I'm going to be playing baseball at Elizabethtown College, and I'm going to be majoring in business analytics.
My name is John Martin Vince. I'm going to be attending Stevenson University, and I'm going to be majoring in business.
My name is McKenna Schroding. I'm going to be playing softball at University of South Florida, and I'm going to be majoring in nursing.
My name is Ryan Rothenberger, and I'll be attending Delaware Valley University, where I'll play lacrosse and study sustainable agriculture.
My name is Zach Pollock. I'm going to Wadner University to study computer science and play baseball.
My name is Grayson Norris. I'm going to East Stroudsburg University to play baseball, and I'll be majoring in exercise science.
My name is Michaela Mihalchik. I'm going to Gwen and Mercy University to play softball, and I'm majoring in respiratory therapy.
My name is Chris McKenna. I'm playing baseball at Widener, and I'm majoring in business finance.
My name's Sean Martin. I'm attending the University of Scranton to play lacrosse, and I'm still currently undecided.
My name is John Landis. I'll be attending Albright College to play lacrosse, and I'm going in undecided.
My name is Austin Cranehagen. I will be attending Rowan University to play baseball, and I will be majoring in mechanical engineering.
My name is Jaden Nyes. I'll be attending Eastern University to play lacrosse and major in digital media.
My name is Seth Grossman. I'll be going to Stevenson University to major in business.
I'm Emerson Gehring. I'm attending Messiah University. I'm going to be majoring in business.
My name's Avery Farina.
This is Avery Farina, and she's going to be attending Widener University, majoring in criminal justice.
My name is Jeremy Fallon. I'll be attending Kutztown University to play baseball and major in business.
My name is Ben Fadden, and I'll be going to Bryn Athyn College to play lacrosse and major in finance.
My name is Madison Byra, and I'm going to the University of Scranton for softball, and I'm majoring in secondary education and history.
Thank you, everyone. Next question is, what other schools were you looking at, and why did you ultimately decide the college or university that you chose?
I was looking at Millersville and Kutztown, and I chose Scranton because of the community and just the feel of the school.
I only looked at Bryn Athyn, but the athletics was good, and like the school's a good school and it's pretty.
I was really only looking at Kutztown as well. They really caught my attention by the coaches, and the campus was really nice as well.
Avery, other schools she was looking at were PSAC schools, Thomas Jefferson and Marymount University. She chose Widener because of the overall school and team environment and the academic program.
Emerson, thanks for helping us out. Avery lost her voice. That's why she's not able to speak today, but great assist, Emerson.
Yeah, I was only looking at one other school, Liberty University, but I really liked the environment over at Messiah. I loved the lacrosse program, and it just felt more fitted for me.
Besides Stevenson, I was considering between really only Ursinus, and the reason I chose Stevenson was because the coaching staff there, the location of it, and obviously the history of the program really stood out to me.
The only other school I was really talking to was Arcadia, but I chose Eastern because it felt like home, and I think I got the most money from them, so yeah.
Some of the other schools I was looking at were some of the PSAC, like Shippensburg and Kutztown, but I chose Rowan because of the community and how it was close to home as well.
I only really looked at Albright for lacrosse, but I was looking at Westchester and Bloomsburg. I decided to play men's lacrosse instead of club lacrosse. The reason I picked Albright is, the opportunity that they give there. Meeting the team was great. The coach is great as well.
I was deciding between Salisbury and Scranton. I decided to choose Scranton because the size and the location of the school felt it was like the best fit for me.
I was looking at Glenville State and West Liberty, but I chose Widener because I felt it was the right fit for me academically and athletically.
I was looking at Immaculata and Marywood, but I chose Gwynedd because of the academic program as well as the coaching staff and the rest of the team.
I was looking at Arcadia as well as Misericordia. I ultimately chose East Stroudsburg because it was a great for my major, and I love the atmosphere of the team.
I was looking at Ursinus, but I chose Widener because of the coaching staff.
I was looking at Pennsylvania College of Technology, but I ultimately chose Del Val because I really like the coach and the environment on campus.
I was looking at University of Connecticut, but I chose South Florida because I got along really well with the coach and I love the campus.
I chose between Stevenson and Ursinus, and I chose Stevenson because when I first stepped foot on campus, I loved it, and Ursinus was a little too close to home.
I was also looking at Juniata and Eastern, but I chose Elizabethtown because of the coaching staff and the overall atmosphere.
As an Ursinus grad, I mean, Ursinus is getting crushed up here. Thank you guys for sharing. Our next question is, what is your favorite Southern area high school sports memory?
I would have to say the team hitting. It was a really good team building experience.
I'd say our win over CB West this year because I think that was the first tough opponent that we beat, and I think that helped propel our season forward.
I would say Myrtle Beach trip because we got to bond with the whole team and it was really fun.
I'd probably say my junior year beating #1 seeded Wissahickon.
I would say beating North Penn twice my junior year.
I don't have a specific memory, but just hanging around my team and get to learn a lot from my teammates.
I would say our spring training trip. It's a good time with the rest of the team and JVB our freshman year.
I would say winning on a walk-off against Council Rock North in playoffs my sophomore year.
My favorite memory would probably be sophomore year when we beat Lansdale Catholic in a comeback win.
I think my favorite memory is hitting the game winner against CB East recently. It was great to celebrate it with the boys.
I would say my favorite memory was throwing a no-hitter against CB West this year.
I'd say my favorite memory was last year beating CB East for the first time in Saturday lacrosse history, and just all the late nights with the boys.
I gotta go with the same one, beating CB East for the first time on their field in program history.
I don't have the same one, but my favorite memory is when we were beating Pottsgrove and we started subbing out players to the point where our goalie, he went in to play defense, and it was just funny to me. But for Avery, her favorite high school sports memory was playing with her big sister her freshman and sophomore year.
I'd say my favorite memory would be probably the whole 2022 season. My sophomore year is probably the best team I've ever played on and the most fun I've ever had on a team.
My favorite lacrosse moment was beating Wissahickon last year.
My favorite softball memory was probably freshman year, JVB season. We went undefeated, and we also beat North Penn.
JVB season, great season. Thank you guys for sharing. Last question: if you could just share one or two people who have impacted your athletic career or journey.
Probably my parents. They've always had my back and pushed me to be my best, no matter what, and just do what you do the best you can.
Two people that my parents were one of them, and Coach Craig was another person that really helped me be a better lacrosse player.
Two people I would like to mention would be my parents because they've always made sacrifices for me and they're always pushing for me. And second would be Coach Childs because he's been my travel coach since I was a little kid, and now he's my high school coach, so it's been pretty cool.
Avery says, my mom and dad for always pushing me to do my best and supporting me every step of the way throughout my journey. For me, definitely want to give my thanks to my coach Craig. He's definitely been a really great coach my whole high school career. and let alone my parents. My parents were there through the thick and thin. They were determined and really just like, they were holding me accountable and just trying to make me that best player that I could be. And then really for my dad's been coaching me my whole life. He's the one who inspired me to get on the wrestling mat and get on the field as a lacrosse player. So that goes out to him for sure.
First and foremost, obviously my parents. They've put a lot of time and sacrifices out there to help me get to the player that I've been, taking me to tournaments, going all across the country to try to get seen by coaches. And then especially Coach Craig, who, because he holds us to a standard every single day in practice, pushes us to be the best that we can be and holds us to a championship level.
I'd say definitely my parents to start off. My mom just pushing me every single day, and my dad getting me from point A to point B countless of hours in the summer practices when I couldn't drive. And then definitely Coach Craig, and let alone like all the coaches on the Saracen team. I mean, I wouldn't be the athlete I am today without any of them, so thank you.
I would say my parents, especially my mom, for driving me around and taking me all across the country to be seen in front of coaches, and my dad for coaching me my whole life and pushing me to who I am today.
I would like to say my parents, thank you for everything, from driving me to tournaments, practices, coming to all of our games, far away, close, whatever. I wouldn't be sitting up here today without you guys. And Coach Craig as well. I've been with you for 4 years, and I think the last 4 years my one goal was, to become a more confident player, and I think you've definitely helped me achieve that.
Yeah, I want to thank both my parents for the sacrifices they made, from driving me from tournaments to visits and writing emails as well to these colleges. And then I also want to thank Coach Craig for not only pushing me to become a better athlete, but a better person in general.
I want to thank my parents and all my coaches from freshman to senior year at Saracen, and also my summer coach.
I would like to thank my parents for paying for everything and encouraging me throughout the whole process. And I would also like to thank my travel ball coach because he's definitely pushed me along the way.
I would definitely like to thank my parents as well, my mom and dad, for taking me everywhere, doing everything for me that I needed, and all the coaches that helped me get to the next level.
I'd like to thank both my parents for making lots of sacrifices, and yeah, thank you to both my parents.
Definitely would like to thank my parents for long days spent at tournaments, long drives, all the money and time they spent on me to help me get seen by coaches. And I'd also like to thank Coach Craig for always holding us to a high level and believing in all of us on the team.
I'd like to thank my parents because they always took me to camps and everywhere I needed to go, and also Coach Chris because he really helped me reach out to all colleges and figure out where I wanted to go.
First, I'd like to thank my parents for never failing to miss a game, and regardless of what they got going on in their lives, they always sacrifice time for me. And along with my siblings for pushing me to do my best, and also Coach Craig for demanding the best out of me every day and making me a better player, but also a better man.
I'd like to thank my parents because they drove me everywhere throughout the years and just for pushing me to be the best I can be.
Thank you, guys. On behalf of Southern Athletics, I want to thank all of you for your contributions the last 4 years. You guys are spring athletes, so there's some unfinished business for our programs, but your legacy and impact is going to live on for a long time with our programs and for our underclassmen looking up to you guys and everything that you did. So thank you guys very much.